My wife drained our kids' college fund to secretly buy a house with her boss. What she didn't know was his wife and I joined forces. We exposed them in court, took back everything, and the final twist left them both shattered. Hello Reddit I+ here. My name is Ethan Cole, I'm 44 years old, and for 16 years, I thought I had a stable marriage to my wife Vanessa, 41. Together, we had built what I thought was a loving home for our two kids, Lucas, 15, and Chloe, 12. I run a small but growing electrical contracting business in Sacramento. Vanessa worked as a regional accounts manager at a software firm downtown. She was sharp, ambitious, and often traveled for conferences. I trusted her, completely. That trust nearly destroyed me. It all started one Saturday morning in March. Vanessa was away at a leadership retreat in San Diego, and I was organizing tax documents. I opened our fireproof safe and noticed an envelope I'd never seen before. It was from a credit union we had never used. North Valley Credit Union. Curiosity turned into dread as I opened it. Inside was a quarterly statement under Vanessa's name. Balance, $1,073. But what grabbed me was the transaction history. Steady 600 monthly deposits labeled Education Savings Transfer. Except, we had 529 accounts at Fidelity, not a credit union. And when I logged into Fidelity, my stomach dropped. Our balance was $138,000, far less than what should have been there. I had contributed $700 a month since Lucas was born, and Vanessa always swore she was adding $600 of her own. Over 15 years, her contributions alone should have added another $100,000. Instead, the Fidelity account balance didn't reflect her contributions at all. And the statement? It showed a massive withdrawal just 2 weeks prior, $42,000, to something called Harbor Point Holdings, LLC. I remember staring at that paper, my heart pounding. I dug deeper. More envelopes, tucked behind old car titles and passports. Statements dating back 6 years. Vanessa had rerouted her supposed college savings contributions into this secret account. The earliest statement showed an opening deposit of $7,500. From there, every month, like clockwork, $600 more. And the withdrawals told a story. $3,000 here, $9,000 there. Then, larger ones, $18,000, $25,000. Finally, the $42,000 withdrawal. Over 6 years, she had diverted over $95,000. And the account wasn't just drained, it was a funnel. The money was feeding something. That night, I barely slept. When Vanessa came home Sunday, she was glowing, talking about the team-building activities, and how her boss, Adrian Blake, 47, had given this amazing keynote speech. I forced myself to smile, but inside, I was unraveling. Adrian, her boss, the man she mentioned casually over the years. Married, with 2 kids of his own. The next day, I called in sick and went to the county records office. My worst fears were confirmed. 6 months ago, a 3-bedroom lake house in Lake Tahoe had been purchased. Price, $365,000. Owners, Adrian Blake and Vanessa Cole. Except Vanessa had used her maiden name, Vanessa Monroe. The down payment? $73,000. Almost exactly what had vanished from her education savings account. My kids' futures had been used to buy a love nest. I needed more proof. That night, after the kids went to bed, I checked Vanessa's laptop. Her password? Chloe 2011. She never thought I'd snoop. Inside her Facebook Messenger. Endless threads with Adrian. Finally ours. Can't wait to wake up there with you instead of another hotel. The kids will never know. And the one that broke me, Adrian. Worth every penny we drained from them. No regrets. Vanessa. Our future matters more. They'll be fine. They don't need as much as you think. She wasn't just lying. She was justifying it. I wasn't the only victim. Adrian's wife, Monica Blake, 43, worked as a trauma nurse. I debated for days whether to tell her. In the end, my anger made the choice for me. I called her. We met at a diner. When I showed her the property deed and messages, Monica's hands shook so badly, she dropped her coffee. She whispered, "I knew it. God, I knew it." He said I was paranoid. From that day forward, Monica and I were allies. We didn't just want to expose them. We wanted them ruined. Together, with Monica's tech-savvy brother, we gathered evidence. Emails where Vanessa and Adrian discussed flipping properties using stolen funds. Photos from weekends in Tahoe. Expense reports Adrian had filed at his company, claiming romantic dinners and hotel stays as client meetings. Monica installed monitoring software on Adrian's phone. Within a week, we had live feeds of their panicked texts. Vanessa. Ethan's acting weird. Think he knows? Adrian. Relax. Monica's clueless. We just need to keep the Tahoe place off the radar for another year. Then we can sell and cash out. Clueless? Monica smirked when she read that. Let's show them just how clueless I am. 2 weeks later, I laid everything out on the kitchen table. Bank statements, property deeds, screenshots. Vanessa's face drained of color. She stammered excuses. It was going to be an investment for all of us. I just didn't tell you because you'd overreact. Overreact? I snapped. You stole from Lucas and Chloe's future. You stole from our future. For him, she sobbed, begged, promised to sell the house and pay it back. But then, I found new messages that same night. She hadn't ended it. She and Adrian were plotting to hide assets and wait for me to calm down. That was the final straw. The courtroom war. With Monica's help, we filed for divorce the same day. Our attorneys served them simultaneously. Vanessa at her office, Adrian at home. The fallout was glorious. Their texts turned frantic. Adrian: they know everything. Monica has it all. Vanessa: Ethan was acting normal. I thought he was buying my story. We froze their accounts, subpoenaed their work computers, exposed Adrian's fraudulent expense reports. His company fired him within a month. Vanessa, she was terminated too, for using company time and resources to manage her affair. The Tahoe house? Sold at a loss. $41,000 gone. The proceeds went into escrow, then redirected to restore Lucas and Chloe's college funds. The judge sided with me, awarding me 75% of marital assets due to Vanessa's dissipation of family funds. She was also ordered to repay me $52,000 over 7 years. Adrian's divorce was even bloodier. Monica got the house, full custody and child support that left Adrian bankrupt. The twist. And the final twist? Vanessa and Adrian didn't even survive as a couple. Within months, they turned on each other. Adrian blamed her for being sloppy. Vanessa accused him of abandoning her when things got hard. By the time our divorce is finalized, Adrian was living in his parents' basement. Vanessa was in a dingy one-bedroom apartment, working retail. Their dream of a new life together had crumbled into ashes. Meanwhile, Monica and I, well, something unexpected grew out of our alliance. We weren't rushing, but we shared a bond forged in betrayal. We both understood the kind of wound only a spouse can leave. And most importantly, Lucas and Chloe's futures are safe again. Lesson learned: cheating is one thing, but stealing from your own children? That's a betrayal that destroys every bridge behind you. Vanessa made her choice, and I made mine. I chose justice, and I have no regrets.